Hello, welcome in everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Wednesday, June the 26th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out today. The message may or may not be for you. We are kind of sitting in this energy of master number day, and so numerologically speaking today, it does add up to 22. And so there's a lesson I feel that kind of needs to be mastered. 22 is basically, I feel, bringing forward this energy today of needing to correct any social injustices. And so there's this very impulsive energy that I felt tapping into the collective when it comes to this need to expand. And so we do have the moon in Pisces today. And it is forming a couple of aspects. First, it's forming a trine to the sun, a square to Jupiter, and a trine to Venus. And so there's this easy flow of energy, I feel, creating this flow between feelings and directing this energy towards our purpose or our goals, our aspirations. And then with the square to Jupiter, this is bringing forward almost like a mirroring energy. And so 717, huge angel number sync, 717, chariot star. And so this is kind of bringing forward almost like a challenging energy connected to beliefs, I feel, belief systems. Jupiter is all about expansion. With Jupiter in Gemini, information can come through very rapidly. With the moon in Pisces, it's very sensitive when it comes to this aspect, creating what I feel is almost like a cognitive dissonance, where we can hold two very deeply rooted beliefs in opposition or in a square to one another. That is basically creating a very friction type of energy. With the trine to Venus, though, I feel this is bringing forward this energy of what I felt and what I was shown of the Hanged Man with the Hierophant. So this is where we go through this spiritual growth within, and we are shifting our beliefs about relationships, our beliefs about love. And we also have Mercury forming a trine to Saturn today, along with Venus square the North Node. And so I just want to say, get ready for a wake-up call. Get ready for a major wake-up call. And so get ready for maybe some serious conversations, some serious discussions, and maybe a need to make a very important decision over the coming days. And so what is blocking your ambitions? The guides wanted me to ask you this question, and I'm going to rewatch this video and I'm going to ask myself the same question. What is blocking your ambitions? What is it? Is it a relationship that no longer aligns with your purpose, with your path? Is it maybe old resentments that are kind of simmering to the surface as a block when it comes to some emotions needing to be released? I feel this energy too of like a throat chakra block. So there is a need maybe to speak up for what it is that you feel, and speak up for what it is that you need and you want, but not based on fantasy, based on grounded reality. And so I'm curious to see what comes through with the cards today, guys. So before going into the cards, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. It does help to circulate the content. It helps the channel to grow. It's just a nice, free, easy way to show me some love, show me some support. I'm going to timestamp the tarot at 3:33. So we're going to jump in with an oracle card deck to start. What oracle deck are we going to use? I think let's jump in with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck today. I haven't used this one in a little while on the daily. So let's get into it and let's see what needs to come through. Self-care and wounding. And I do think that is strongly related to the Venus energy. The Venus square the North Node. But thankfully we got Venus trine the moon. But I think things are very emotional at this time. And so there is some type of very challenging relationship dynamic, or maybe, you know, something's being brought to light when it comes to past challenges, when it comes to past karmic dynamics within relationships. And so there's something here coming to fruition when it comes to a soul agreement. There might be an opportunity to enter into a new soul agreement, or to close out an old agreement connected to past lives, connected to past life wounding. And so self-care, this is always the energy I feel of the Empress, the need to go within, the need to nurture yourself. We all have an inner Empress, we all have an inner masculine and inner feminine. And so what do you need to watch out for when it comes to unhealthy habits? What do you need to maybe rid yourself from when it comes to addictions or codependencies, because they might be a block to some psychic abilities here. I just feel there's an opening of the heart is really what it felt like, tapping into the energies. So let's get into it, guys. And remember, this reading is not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs throughout the reading. If you would like to join me over on the membership side of the channel, I'm going to be going live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's a place of growth. It's a place of learning. It's just a safe place for us to come together as a tribe and connect with people on the similar path. So if you'd like to be a member, go check out the video card link above or the link below in the description box. And also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, there is a special on right now for my transit chart readings for $88. And I usually have them for $111. And I used to have them posted with pre-recorded readings. And I've recently opened up the live one-on-one through Google Meets. If you are interested in a transit chart, this is a snapshot of the current energies, what's going on, how these energies are moving through your personal birth chart based on where you live currently. And so look at that. Heart opening. So confirmation, and I haven't even looked at all of these cards yet, but we all have this Christ love within us. We all have the ability to tap into the conscious feelings of the heart. And so to open up the heart chakra is a very delicate and painful process, but this is where we fill our heart chakra with love, unconditional love. This is where we reconnect with source and we offer ourselves and others forgiveness and compassion. And this is the energy of Christ consciousness in the sacred heart. And so look at that bottom of the deck, karmic lessons. So this is what we are doing. We are completing these cycles. Yesterday, the major arcana card that was very loud in the message was the World. And so that was an indication of a karmic lesson reaching completion. And so we all have past life karma. We all have past life experiences here that we need to resolve, that we need to create balance with. The universe is always seeking to create that balance. Us as spiritual beings, as souls, we incarnate into this human existence to work through these painful lessons and to turn them into an opportunity for growth. And so collectively, we are here to ascend the baggage of these past life karmic lessons and to transcend the trauma and the wounding. And this is a part of all of our life purpose, right? We all have a purpose. We are all here to live our soul's purpose. So life purpose is coming through loud, and that is a clear indication of the North Node energy coming through. So, oh, look at, there's that Hanged Man energy and the forgiveness energy. The new outlook, forgiveness, and channeling. And as I'm holding these cards and channeling this energy, I feel this rush of like release into the higher chakra pathways. And so it's actually feeling like a little woozy right now. So you might be experiencing states of transcendence and wooziness as you tap into the ability to convey energies from spirit, to download messages from the spiritual realm, from the higher conscious states. And so sometimes we just don't see things until we're meant to see them. Sometimes we don't see exactly what we need to see until we're ready to see something from a new, different perspective. And so forgiveness. Who is it that you need to offer forgiveness to? Is it to another? Is it to yourself? What do you need to do to liberate your heart from any pain or heart chakra blockages so you can be open to receiving this unconditional love that's trying to come in within the collective? And so we do have to be open. Our heart chakra does need to be open in order to receive the lessons, to receive the blessings, to receive the love. And so there's a lot of healing and releasing going on within the energies, especially with the moon working its way through Pisces. And so there are deep familial patterns here that we all agreed to awaken to when it comes to past life wounds that keep causing negative impacts within our family lineage, lifetime after lifetime, generation after generation. And so there's like a transgenerational healing that we are going through collectively, and this is all a part of our life purpose. So what are you being prompted to change? What are you being prompted to change? What are you being prompted to evaluate when it comes to your life path? Maybe your career, your work, your relationships. There's something more fulfilling here, and there's a need to recognize what it is you need to let go of so you can embrace your soul's purpose. We're here to live our soul's purpose, not all of these roles that we are kind of programmed into believing that this is what we're here to do. And so the new outlook, the Hanged Man, I'm like itchy with all the tingles coming through on my top, on the top of my head. And so there's a need to kind of quiet the mind. When we are over analytical and when we are overthinking, it's really hard to receive the messages. So quiet the mind, meditation, mindfulness, mindful movement, mindful meditation, and so karmic lesson. And so there's some type of telepathic connection coming through where maybe you can transmit each other's thoughts or emotions, something coming through in dream space. So really pay attention to your dreams. Just be open to receiving. Be open to receiving. There is a twin soul energy coming through. So there is still a roadblock or a challenge to overcome. And it might just be the receiving of the connection. It might be the receiving and maybe the releasing of a false connection here. But Spirit's like saying, hey, we're trying to convey this to you. We're trying to reach you in dream space. I think there's a counterpart situation trying to come through telepathically in dream space. And so the twin soul connections really are a very complex connection. They come in and they upheave the status quo. They upheave everything you thought you knew about your life, about reality, about the 3D world, and it strips away all of these outdated beliefs. And I do believe we can encounter 1111 on the timer, twin flame activation code. I do believe we can encounter many activation points on the twin flame journey. I've been on the journey in hindsight when I look back, probably like really on the soul searching path since about 18. When I have a 0 point in my chart at 18. And so looking back, I can see in hindsight how it all pieces together. And that's how we kind of make sense. We've got to look back to be able to completely move forward. And so there's like a stripping away of the lower vibrations. So there is either a need to protect yourself or a need to create an alternative solution or to overcome a roadblock here. So there is a need to really evolve. And I feel the twins are being pushed to evolve. When it comes to this new higher spiritual vocation and getting grounded in it. So let's pull in with some tarot cards. And so I wanted to use the Transient Light Tarot today. Something about the all-seeing eye drew me in. And the sunflowers also drew me in because we are in such a portal of preparation leading into this Lion's Gate, this 888. So let's get into it. Look, Six of Swords. There is a need to like cross the threshold is what I heard. Ooh, and we get the Emperor reverse. So there's a need to cross the threshold and the Four of Wands. And I did channel the Hierophant with the Four of Wands. And so there is something here about ancestral patterns. And so that's why I remember I chose this deck because it reminds me of the Disney movie Encanto, which is all about everybody has their own unique gifts within the family. And it is about clearing the family karma, right? And coming together in unity as a tribe, as a village. And so the flame, right? And so we all hold a certain flame that we can ignite within one another on the path, right? And so the doorway opportunity is here to create unity, to create balance, to create that equal giving and receiving, and to create healing. And so the star, I always laugh at this. At first glance, it looks like a mushroom. And so there's almost, like I said, that whoosh, like a psychedelic type energy. And so the star, how many stars do we got here? We got 4, 8, we got 9 stars. And so there's a completing cycle here, rounding the end. And so this is the energy of the water bearer. We are entering into the age of Aquarius. And so pour into your own cup. That goes right in alignment with the self-care card on the cut. Oh, here we go. And so you hold the truth. And so there's, and as I touch that part on the card, I feel this energy like right here. So there is a need to speak up. There's a block in the throat here between the higher heart and the throat. And there's a need to speak up. And you do need to understand you're divinely protected. And so this is an energy telling me there is some type of a balanced alignment between the masculine and the feminine, whether this is within your own journey. But there is a need to release some type of past energy connected to either a deep-seated father wound with the Emperor reversed, or, you know, I know a lot of us divine feminines, we have to heal from narcissistic abuse and to understand the dynamic between narcissist and empath. And this is maybe a challenge that needs to be overcome. One last look back to prepare for some type of balanced healing and union. And so there is a need to speak up for sure. And it doesn't have to be a loud, angry boundary, but there is a need to speak up. So let's get into it with the tarot. Look at that Ace of Wands. Moving on. Moving on, going straight towards a new creative drive, a new creative spark. And so the Ace of Wands is potential. It's potential. It's an idea. It's just a pipe dream, a smoke dream, until you actually take that grounded action. And so there's a bridge that needs to be crossed when it comes to a new beginning. And so who do you need to offer forgiveness and compassion to? Maybe it's filling your own heart with love and forgiveness to liberate yourself from some past pain. And so there's always an opportunity for growth. So let's do 9 cards, guys. Let's see what else needs to come through for the collective today. But we need to remember we came here as part of this human experience. We came here to feel. And to be human is to feel our way through the journey. So let's get into it, guys. Look at that. Apprentice of coins. And so in the recent past, there was a seed planted. And so it's like the beginning stages of this growth. So stay present in the moment. There's something about divine timing playing out. There's something about needing to kind of just stay in the flow with the river and to just be like the observer, be aware, be conscious of your surroundings. It's given me the energy of like a skip rope, double dutch. We get the Apprentice of Wands in reversed. And so there's a seed that's been planted. And so I just want to say, don't jump the gun. This is also the energy of the call and full circle. And so maybe somebody in the recent past, the seed was planted and the call was not answered. And so heed the call, heed the warning. This is a wake-up call is what it feels like. And we get the Keeper of Coins. Somebody here holds the key, the 7 of Coins in reversed. And so this is like a long overdue completion. The 7 of Coins in reversed is, hey, stuck. It's stuck. Like you planted a seed, yet you maybe invested a lot of time, a lot of effort in something, and maybe it was a seed that wasn't well planted. This is the energy of like watering a dead tree. What do we got here? What do we got? And we get the 2 of Swords. And so that's the block. That would be the block here. And this is a block that I think it's time to really look at and recognize. And so the 2 of Swords is the energy of not wanting to see this, not wanting to say, hey, I see there's a problem here, but I'm just going to pretend everything's okay. And so something about the moon phases. And there is a need to just look at things clearly, because I do feel with the swords kind of opening up, we are kind of like at that midway point and we're almost towards that new moon. So there is something like opening up when it comes to some stuck energy right now. We get the Keeper of Vessels in reversed. We get the 10 of Coins. And so there is that family legacy energy again, right? The 10 of Coins is about foundations. This is the completion of the World card in the major arcana. When we get to the 10 of Pentacles, we are at key 78. And so 78 further breaks down to 15, which further breaks down to 6. So we get the foundation. And was it built on high moral ethical values with a soulmate? Was it built on the heart, or was it built out of materialism and greed? Did you build this 10 of Pentacles connected to the devil or connected to the lovers? And so there's something here being realigned. I do feel there's a need to go through some type of realignment here before we can walk through the doorway of new earth energies. And so there is a flame, right? And so the 10 of Coins is below the 7 of Coins. And so there might be an opportunity for a new collaboration, because I am seeing a 3 of Coins. So presently there might be an opportunity for a new collaboration, a long overdue collaboration. I feel almost like closing out a 10-year cycle. I feel the Keeper of Coins, this is a feminine energy, and the Keeper of Vessels. So we've got a Queen of Coins upright. She holds the key. You hold the key. So key 66. 66 might be significant for your own journey. 66, I know, is significant for mine. And so you hold the key when it comes to a new beginning. And you've already planted this seed. And so do not allow your emotions to get the best of you. Okay. I also feel somebody here is maybe going through a very intense heart awakening, heart opening, and pouring out all of those energies. And so when we cry tears of our ancestors and we cry out for the truth when it comes to our cosmic ancestry, our legacy, the truth shall be revealed. And so I do feel somebody here is so divinely protected as they go through a higher heart activation. And there's that trust fall. There's that free fall. And so the Fool reversed. And so blocks are removed. It does feel like a free fall connected to maybe a missed opportunity because somebody did not heed the call. And so bottom of the deck, we get the 7 of Vessels. And so there is like a cognitive dissonance playing out in the energies. There is almost an energy of like that trust fall, that free fall. And there is a need to cross the threshold and to walk away and to move on from, I do feel like a false flame, a false counterpart, maybe somebody that you have been connected to for a very long time. But underlying all of this is a deep-seated masculine father wound. And that's a block to the doorway to union. And so I do feel twin flame energy is very loud. Telepathy is very loud. And so healing family legacies is really the big energy coming through. Healing that father wound, creating that reciprocal giving and receiving balance. And so it really isn't about equality. It's about equanimity. And so there is some healing going on here. And there is a realignment connected to some type of entanglement. And there's that 3 of coins. And so an opportunity for a clean slate. This reminds me of like a chapel window. And so like a higher contract, a higher divine soul contract. So let's take a look at the central energy. I just feel like maybe a 7-year cycle finally reaching completion. And it's just time. It's just time. Look at that. Yeah, 7-year cycle. So we get the 9 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Coins in reversed, and the Champion of Swords in reversed. And so I just feel this is like a breaking away. This is the Knight of Swords in reversed energy. And so breaking away from something that is not wish fulfillment, breaking away from codependencies. And there's that realignment in reversed with the 9 reversed, the 9 of Coins in reversed with the 7 of Coins reversed. So there is a need to let go of something that you've been clinging on to. There really is a need to let go. I do feel get ready for maybe relationship upset. There could be an unexpected departure or an unexpected arrival here that is really going to shake things up. And so now we get the Crown of Wands and we get a King of Wands in reversed. And so there is somebody here that is angry. I think maybe because they missed out on an opportunity for wish fulfillment. Aries, Leo, Sag. Strong Aries. But let's clarify the Fool reversed. I do feel there's a need to just let go of a false sense of security. We get the Strength. And so I do feel third eye. I feel Leo energy. Somebody here is awakening to their mission is really what it feels like. The Lion Tribe, 144,000. And so the 5 of Coins, healing from an entanglement. So it's like everything's kind of falling apart. You know what it's like when like something breaks and it's like the breaking point and then all of the beads scatter all over the floor. And so it's like you can't clean this up. And so this is messy. There's a need to clean it up and there's a need to get going. And so there is a need to speak up and speak out. And so there's a lesson when it comes to the shadow and light aspects. And there's a need to harness self-control in order to do in your heart of hearts what you know is right. And so Cancer energy, Leo energy, overcoming some very stuck energy. And then the 5 of Cups in reverse, overcoming guilt, shame, overcoming maybe the breaking apart of a long time foundation. But somebody here is all done. I think there's a broken foundation and there's something here that's been protected between 2 people, between 2 twins, and it's time for action. And so the decision has been made. Remember, we saw the Ace. Now we get the 3 to the 2. And so there's a need to go back. Somebody here has not been honest. Somebody here, I think, has skirted around the truth for a really long time. And during this untangling, I think the truth is coming to light. And so somebody, I think, is feeling boxed in and they've got no choice but to come clean is really what it's feeling like. And so there's like the unboxing of something, but it's the release of a false foundation. So let's clarify this seed energy, the Page of Coins. What was this seed all about? What seed did we plant here? Because that's part of the free fall. So the seed, we get the Apprentice of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups in reversed. We got the Knight of Coins upright. And we get the Knight of Cups in reversed. And so there was a seed planted to build something solid. But I think somebody had some inner child healing to do. There is some deep-seated inner child healing. It's like somebody thought they could just keep all of this packed up in a little backpack and never deal with this again. But I do feel like some bottled up emotions are coming to light. And so if you've been waiting to receive news or a letter or communication, I think somebody here first has to cut cords with something toxic, with a false foundation, with like a viper or a snake. Somebody's got to cut some ties with something very toxic. And they need to get honest with themselves first before they can come forward in that accelerated ascension. And so there's going to be a lot of things moving forward very quickly over the coming days. So what do we need to know for a final message here for the collective? So we get water, we get Aries for sure, we get Capricorn with the Devil, Aquarius with the Star. But what is the closing message here today? Exhaustion. Take a step back, take a break. Somebody here, I think, is depleted, is feeling drained after a very long journey. And so replenish your reserves. And I do think an apology. Somebody here, I think, wants to return, maybe apologize, or it is like this coming to Jesus moment. And I just feel somebody's doing a deep dive into the importance, into the value of maybe a relationship, or what it is that they're truly desiring. They're thinking about what it is that they want. And there is this need about like making up for past mistakes. And so I think we all go through cycles where we feel misunderstood, where we can be the victim. I've been there myself, where we feel lost. And so collectively, there's a lot of people feeling really lost right now. And so this is like the energy of coming clean. Like I said, coming clean. And so it's like a coming clean, a coming to Jesus moment. And so something is being unveiled. Messages are coming through. And dishonesty, deception, and trickery is being exposed. And I do think this is why maybe somebody has been so apprehensive about breaking free and cutting loose, because they've been afraid of the exposure of some type of deception. And maybe that's the blockage. But I think overall, there's an opportunity for growth in the energies today. So if you found this resonated and you would like to go further with a personal reading with me, check out the description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.